What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing awesome. Today's video is another Motivation Monday video. Another quote I somehow picked up from somewhere. I have no idea where I got this quote from. I was just scrolling through somewhere and I saw it or whatever. But no matter how good your heart is, eventually you'll need to start treating people the way they treat you. Stay tuned. Okay, and this kind of goes along with like everything in life, you know. I mean, it's not just friends, family, what it's everybody, strangers, coworkers, employees, employers, friends, and even family. You know, some family, you know, if that you just got to treat them the way they treat you. It's like respect is earned, not just given. You know, you don't demand respect, you got to earn it. You know, if you treat me good, I'll treat you good. So, you know, coworkers, just ignore them. You know, if they're treating you bad, you know, you can just ignore them or just keep to yourself. Like me, you know, I mean, I don't necessarily mind my coworkers, but some of them just, you know, they don't talk to me, so I don't talk to them. I don't, you know, if they get on my nerves or whatever, I just hang out in my bay and I just, you know, I work in a 10-bay shop where there's like lots of room between us. And so it's like, I just stick to myself. You know, we're kind of on a time crunch anyway, so I don't really have time to just sit there and chit chat. But, you know, it's like I have one coworker that he's always wanting me to help him with his car. You know, I'm a mechanic by trade. That's what I do for a living. But he's always asking me questions and wanting me to come over and do this. And I say, oh yeah, I'll come over. You know, he's, I'll pay you. I'll pay you. And then we start talking, we start planning. And then he's like, oh, I'm just going to have my neighbor do it. My neighbor help me. It's like, so why even bother asking? So it's like, next time he starts asking me, I'm going to say, no, I'm busy. You know, I'm good. You know, just have your neighbor do it. You know, come to me for advice or help or whatever. And I say I will. And that kind of goes with some of the other videos I've done. You know, let your yes be yes and your no be no. You know, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know, if you want me to come do it, then keep it. You know, keep your word. Keep your word to me. Keep, you know, and if they go and if they stop, then stop. You know, and sometimes you have to just cut people off, block them. You know, whatever. Just don't answer your phone. Don't respond. They'll finally get the picture. You know, whatever. Employers. I mean, even an employer, you know, when it's time to go, it's time to go. If they start treating you bad, you know, it's time to leave. You know, treat them like they treat you. If they obviously are being butt heads to you, because there are some bosses that they get power hungry and they get, you know, or if you don't, you know, some places they have corporate politics, and if you don't involve yourself in those politics, you get kind of shunned and you don't get, you know, so if you don't get that promotion you've been working for that they promise you, or, you know, if they promise you stuff and they don't follow through, sometimes you got to do something about it. You know, when it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't wait around. Don't wait for things to get better, because they're not going to. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. Wait around for things to get better, and they just don't. You know, you don't. It's not something that just gets better just all of a sudden. Employees, you know, if you've got, you know, if you're an employer and subordinates, your employees are not treating you right, well, that's easy. Fire them. You know, like it goes for the same thing. When it's time to go, it's time to go. Even if you're an employer and you need to get rid of an employee, don't wait for them to get better. Again, don't wait for the change, because you can't change a person that much. If they don't have good work habits, good work ethics, or they're lousy at their job, or they're just, you know, like that bad apple. They may be good at what they do, but their attitude stinks, and, you know, it's get rid of them. You know, culture. If they go against your company's culture, you know, they need to go. You know, or, you know, friends. Some friends, you know, again, let your yes be yes and your no be no. You know, if your friends start, you know, just treating you bad, because, you know, hear a lot of the times, well, I'm always helping people out, but when I need help, they're nowhere to be found. And, you know, well, quit helping them. You know, it sucks, because you like your friends, you want to help them, you want to be that good person, but if they're never there for you, you know, why be there for them? You know, you eventually have to say, no, I'm busy, I can't do that. You know, you're never here for me, you know, so why should I be there for you? Sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. Family, I mean, I've got family that I don't talk to very often, just because we don't see eye to eye, and we're not like, you know, we don't necessarily not talk to each other, not like each other. We'll talk, but we just don't talk very often. We're not really that close, because we don't share the same views with some of them, you know, with life, you know, how life goes, and, you know, it is what it is, and I just don't talk to them very much, you know. And family, some family, not just necessarily mine. Mine's okay about this. We distance ourselves. We don't really talk, because, like I said, we don't see eye to eye. So we still hang out at parties, family get-togethers and whatever, and that's fine. But we don't really like just hang out and talk all the time. Like some families do. Some families are really close and they're all talk to each other every day more than But my family, we just kind of distance ourselves. We don't really. They don't call me, I don't call them. So it's one of those things. But some family, they think that because they're family, they can treat you however they want. Just kind of the same thing. They're always calling you, asking for things, for help. I got to the point where it seems like, oh, my brother's calling me. He must need help with his car. And yep, hey, he'll talk like, oh, hey, how's it going? How's the family? How's life? Oh, hey, by the way, since I got you on the phone, my car's doing this. What do you think? Figures. You're only calling me for help. But when I call him for help with something that I need help with, oh man, I'm busy. Man, I'm just so busy with work. I'm going camping this weekend or whatever. I mean, excuses are lies. I've done videos about that. Excuses are just lies. Whatever. If you don't want to do it, just tell me you don't want to do it. But eventually you got to start treating them the same way, regardless how big your heart is. Sometimes you just got to treat them how they treat you. Not necessarily treat them how you want to be treated. Treat them how they treat you. It sucks, but it is what it is. Like I have my little sister. She didn't even invite me to her wedding. I invited her to my wedding. She didn't show up. She didn't invite me to hers. And then, she didn't get me anything. She didn't nothing. She didn't even invite me to her wedding. And probably the reason is because I don't support the gay lesbian weddings. And that's what it was. It was a gay wedding. I would have still gone. She is my sister. I still love her and I still would have went there and supported her. But just because I don't support that doesn't mean, we can't be friends. We can't, you're still my sister. She's a half sister, same mom, different dad. But I would have still gone to her wedding, but didn't even get an invite. My wife was like, so are we going to your sister's wedding? I said, I have no idea. Didn't even get invited. So it's just things like that. We don't necessarily see eye to eye. We have different beliefs on certain things. And kind of because of that, she's, she didn't invite me to her wedding and, whatever. But, I invited her to mine. But anyway, sometimes you just got to treat people how they treat you. Quit being such a nice person. Everybody tries talking to you like, oh, just be a nice person and do this, do that, be kind, well, eventually kind doesn't work, because nobody's ever kind to you. They don't care about you. They only care about you when they need your help. And then when you need their help, kindness goes out the door. They don't care. But anyway, that's the video for today. Be sure you do the YouTube stuff. Hit the button, hit the like, subscribe, comment. There's links down below for, Facebook and any other links that I've got for whatever. And there's also a donation button. If you feel like donating, there's also the supers. But if you don't feel like donating, that's totally fine. If you do, awesome. Appreciate it. If not, hey, whatever. That's good. Just hit the subscribe button. Do me a favor. I've got some goals for the year. I don't know when this video is going to be posted, but I don't know if it's 2024 right now, October. It's November. Months are getting by me so fast, but right now it's November, and I don't know if I'm going to have this posted before the end of the year or after the end of the year, but I've got some goals I'm trying to hit. So just do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to like donate anything, hey, I understand. I get it, but at least hit the subscribe button. Help me out. And anyway, appreciate y'all. Love you. Appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one.